Next story tonight, Rush Limbaugh to be sent to mental hospital under Stasi snitch program, ? Given the fact that Palm Beach County Sheriff Rick Bradshaw is set to launch a $1 million program which will encourage Floridians to report on people who, quote, hate government, how long before Palm Beach resident Rush Limbaugh is sent to a Soviet-style mental hospital? And this is, of course, a story we covered yesterday. They're preparing this Stasi-style campaign in Florida, Palm Beach County, directly encouraging people to report on their neighbors if they spout, quote, anti-government rhetoric. And this is the quote from the sheriff. We want people to call us if the guy down the street says he hates the government. What does it hurt to have somebody knock on a door and ask, hey, is everything okay? Exactly. What does it hurt to have the thought police knock on your door and ask if everything's okay? That's not creepy at all. But of course, it's part of this increasing move to demonize, to marginalize criticism of the state as a mental disorder. Of course, we've already got oppositional defiant disorder, which has been classified by official mental illness textbooks as exactly that, a psychiatric disorder. And the definition of it is, quote, a recurrent pattern of negativistic, defiant, disobedient, and hostile behavior towards authority figures that persists for at least 6 months. So that probably covers most of our audience. You're all mentally ill for not blithely obeying authority figures and being suspicious of government. But with regard to this latest Stasi program, the Washington Times actually came out with a pretty good editorial, which is linked in the article, and they're calling on Florida Governor Rick Scott to veto the whole proposal. That's the only way it's going to get sunk. It's already got the approved funding. But if he rubber stamps it, it's going to become the new incarnation of Operation Tips that was supposed to have been mothballed back in 2002. And if it comes to fruition, then America will officially take its place alongside communist East Germany and Soviet Russia as a society that encourages its citizens to snitch on each other for dissenting against the government. And remember this quote from the Palm Beach Post. This was the most chilling quote. The campaign would also include public service announcements to encourage local citizens to report their neighbors. That's not a line from the Running Man. That's a quote in a major American newspaper about a real program set to be launched in Florida. Bilderberg kingmaker Kissinger jokes about President Hillary Clinton at elite gathering. Bilderberg luminary Henry Kissinger joked at an elite dinner party in Washington, D.C. that Hillary Clinton should run for president in 2016. At least 4 secretaries of state became president, said Kissinger in remarks at the Atlantic Council dinner. I want to tell Hillary that when she misses the office, when she looks at the histories of secretaries of state, there might be hope for a fulfilling life afterwards. And then he actually joked that he had thought up all kinds of schemes to get around constitutional protections that prevented him as a foreign-born citizen from becoming president himself. So the war criminal wants to become El Presidente. This is the guy who said, quote, the illegal we do immediately, the unconstitutional takes a little longer. I think he'd fit right in. But for now, he's happy to endorse Hillary Clinton for 2016. And it's virtually a foregone conclusion that Hillary will now run in 2016. Of course, if she wins, that will mean we've seen a Bush or a Clinton in the White House for 4 out of the previous 5 presidents. And if you think Obama was bad, then wait until Hillary gets in office, because her foreign policy is virtually in lockstep with the neocons and makes Obama's hegemonic militancy in terms of the drone strikes look like a children's birthday party. So we've got that to look forward to with Hillary Clinton in 2016.
Visit Infowars.com and PrisonPlanet.com. When you're on the site, you can also tune in 24 hours a day to my daily radio broadcast. There's also a free iPhone app to listen to the syndicated radio show when and where you want.